Next question, the unit for velocity is A meters, B meters per second, C meters per second squared, D feet per second squared. If you recall the equation that we used to define velocity, velocity is delta x, which is displacement per time. Displacement is measured in meters, which would be positive or negative. Time is seconds, so the units are meters per second. Equations are guides for thinking. B is the correct answer. What is the metric unit for acceleration? Just like we did with velocity, we can write the equation for acceleration. That is delta V per delta T. Previously we defined the units for velocity as meters per second, time for seconds, so we could write this as meters per second, or more commonly, meters per second squared. And again, this is how much velocity change you go through every second. C. Next, there's a horse that's galloping with a constant acceleration. Which of these statements are true? Let's look at this. Let's read. A horse gallops with the key word is a constant acceleration. What's another word for acceleration? Or way of describing acceleration? In my world, I say acceleration is velocity change. So if acceleration is constant, and that means it's not zero, the horse's velocity does change. And by the way, they say it's 3 meters per second. Let's get rid of that. The horse moves 3 meters every second. Not quite sure about that one. Let's put a question mark. The horse's velocity increases 3 meters. Velocity is not measured in meters, so that cannot be, so let's get rid of that. The horse's velocity increases 3 meters per second every second. That's possible too. So if we look, let's just have a discussion about acceleration. At t equals 0 seconds, that horse's speed would be 0 meters per second. At t equals 1 second, if it's accelerating, the acceleration is positive 3 meters per second. That means after 1 second of elapsed time, it would have gone from 0 to 3 meters per second, and it would have moved that far. Now at 2 seconds, its new speed would be, every second that goes by it gains 3 meters per second. So after 1 second it goes to 3. After 2 seconds it would go to 6 meters per second of speed. So every second that goes by, its velocity increases at or by 3 meters per second. Now this is kind of a reach. Notice we would have gone this far in the first interval. Why would we have gone a farther distance in that next time interval? Say a small distance, a big distance. It's because your velocity is increasing. The faster you go, the farther you go. So the answer is indeed D. More on displacement during acceleration in a little while. And acceleration is defined as how much speed or how much velocity change you go through every second.